Whoa, hey everybody, howdy, hey there. April Beauty Roundup is here. I cannot believe that May is tomorrow. May is upon us. Every day May. If you're new to my channel, first of all, hello, welcome. My name's Alana. Welcome to the fam. Please do subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos from me. And around here in this land, we do Everyday May. So starting tomorrow, I know we've already been posting 5 days a week, but starting tomorrow, Everyday May begins. We're going to be posting every day. 31 videos in the month of May, so it's crazy. April is gone, May is upon us. What a time to be alive, guys. April was a crazy month in beauty. I have never seen my little table here so filled with products. This is going to be a long video. I am going to be doing a roundup on a large majority of the products that I tried throughout the month. I can give you some of my final thoughts on some products, some new in products that I'm loving and excited about, and just a good old chat. We're talking skincare and makeup here. So many products to go through. It's going to be a long one. So please let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see me continue doing these roundup videos. I kind of like that a little bit more, like calling it a roundup instead of a favorites, you know? Let me know if you want me to continue doing these videos. And if you had any products that you loved or didn't love over the month of April, please do let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear from you, and give this video a big thumbs up if you like these videos. I also wanted to mention that all the products I talk about here, all the products I'm wearing, everything will be listed and written for viewing pleasure in the description box down below. So my friends, without further ado, let us dive in to the April Beauty Roundup. So the first thing that I had to mention is not a product in particular, but it is, my friends, a grouping of products. And that was my MAC ExAlanorama kit that came out this month. This was a huge, huge part of April for me, and it has been so exciting to see this come to life, to see you guys getting your hands on it, and to be saving some major dollars on a total roundup of my favorite MAC products. This has been such a dream come true. It has been so amazing to see your guys' posts in them. Like, so many people have made amazing reels. Like, it's just been an amazing experience, and I can't thank you guys enough for the love on the collection. And even if you weren't able to get your hands on the box, the love was still felt. Thank you so much for being so supportive, and it's been so cool. It's been so cool to see this come to life. This was a huge, like, major life moment for me this last month, and such an exciting collaboration that I did with MAC. It's been so great. This was obviously like the biggest highlight of April for me. So if you wanted to check out the box, I will link where you can purchase it in the description box below. It is only available in Canada and the US, but to everyone who has supported this launch, thank you so much. It has been absolutely incredible. But continuing right along, let's hop into some skincare. Now, a cleanser that I used up this month was the Caudalie Vino Clean Instant Foaming Cleanser. I loved this one. I was actually using this along with the Milky Cleanser, the Almond Milk Cleanser, and it's a fabulous combination. I've been using this on my face every night when I remove my makeup, and unfortunately I use the foaming cleanser up much more before I use the other cleanser up. So I still have half the bottle of the other one, and it's a fully recyclable bottle made of recycled materials. Absolutely fabulous. And to replace that, I actually got some new in PR. I have this Youth to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser Face Wash. I've used this cleanser in the past. I love it. I love Youth to the People. They make some absolutely amazing products. I love their yerba mate mask, and they also just sent over their Super Clay Purify and Clear Power Mask. So I'm excited to play with this. This will have to be put to the test over the month of May, but this is going to be new in. And I also have a new fresh soy face cleanser. I've used the soy face cleanser for years. This is a new limited edition bottle. I love it when they partner with artists to do the bottles. I think it's so cute. And fun fact, I actually don't think I've ever shown this, but I always have a fresh soy face cleanser in the shower. I don't often cleanse my skin in the morning, but if I have worked out and I'm showering in the morning, I wash my face with the fresh soy face cleanser in the shower. So that's kind of my little morning face wash if I'm doing some face wash. So that one I had just used up too. We've got a replacement, so thank you so much, Fresh, for sending that. Thank you, Youth to the People. Those are some new in cleansers, and this was the one I used up. So continuing with skincare, I actually had a big month of testing out some new products and masks and whatnot. The biggest one, oh my god, the Biologique Recherche Masque Vivant. I was so shocked at how many of you responded to me talking about this, saying that you've used the mask for years, you love it, it's amazing. Like, so many of you were such big fans of this mask, and I was like, you're holding out on me. Why haven't you told me about this? This is a fabulous mask. I have been loving it, and I have noticed such a difference. It's actually made such a difference in my skin. I was having some really bad breakouts this month, definitely due to stress. We had a lot going on. That led to not working out, led to eating like crap, led to explosions on my face, and I really, really feel like this made such a difference in my pores, the decongestion. It's a rebalancing face mask. That is actually a pretty good description of it, just rebalancing, just like resetting your skin, being like, hey, breakouts, take a step back. Let's all be friends here and let's calm down, shall we? Simmer down. So I've been loving this. It smells so bad. It's so weird. It's so unpleasant, yet has like a chocolate smell undertone. So you're like, does it smell good or does it smell bad? I can't keep up. Anyway, fabulous. I've already used this like a million times since I bought it, and it's been so great. So if you have any other products from this brand that you guys like, let me know in the comments. Don't hold back. Let me know your guys' top skincare recommendations. You guys were keeping this a secret from me, and I'm upset. Another mask that I tried was the Kate Somerville Resurfacing Overnight Peel. Now, I am actually going to talk about both of these together, which you might not be expecting, but I also tried out the Poetry of the Gods, the deodorant, okay? And both of these on the packaging is like, hello, we contain AHAs, which is a alpha hydroxy acid. So we'll start with the mask. I tried this once. It says that you can use it 2 to 3 times a week, okay? Apply a thin, even layer to clean dry skin and leave on overnight. So I did that. I had like a baby foot peel experience with this. I applied it the one night and I was like, oh yeah, my skin like feels nice and smooth. Like, okay, like I woke up and I was like, yeah, it feels good. And then a couple days passed and my entire face peeled away like a snake shedding skin. And I was like, what? Nothing like that has ever happened unless I have like an intense sunburn and my face is like literally peeling off. Like my whole face peeled away from this. So I don't know if I just like applied too much, if my skin is just too sensitive to AHAs, but everything peeled away. I was peeling for a week and I'm actually really grateful. It happened the same week. I used it on like the Friday and then I got my pink eye on Sunday. So my whole face was like peeling away while I had pink eye. So it didn't affect like me filming any videos, which was so great, but I just don't know if AHAs are for me. And I will also say the same thing with this deodorant because I tried it and I was really, really enjoying it. So when I try a new product, I will sometimes like brief over the box and then I pull the product out. I get rid of the box and it doesn't say any like application tips on here. So I was just like spraying it in my armpit. Like I wake up in the morning, spray it in the armpit, I'd shower, I'd spray it in the armpit, whatever. I started to notice like quite an intense burning. And then my entire armpit peeled away. It peeled away. I had little red burn marks and my whole skin was peeling and oh God, sorry, Poetry of the Gods, I am so sorry. I did misuse your product. I then went on the website and it was like spray once every 24 to 48 hours. So I was obviously like way overdoing it and way overusing it. So I need to like let my armpits chill and then we can revisit this. But they were super nice. I sent them pictures and they were like, oh yeah, that's super not normal. Like, how are you using it? And I was like, oh, it's me. I'm using it wrong. But I just found it interesting that both of these products contain AHAs and in both areas that I use them, my skin like peeled away. So I think I'm gonna have to like look into this AHA thing a little bit more. I don't dabble with like acids too much. I had just started getting into vitamin C and I have very sensitive skin. So I don't know. I'm going to take a pause with both of these and look into it a little bit more. If you guys have any, tips or thoughts on AHAs and whatnot, and obviously using less of it, holler at me. I've actually seen one video where someone used this just as a temporary face mask. Like they washed it off after 10 or 20 minutes instead of wearing it overnight. So I might try that the next time I use it. But yeah, I peeled away in my armpits. They're still peeling. Now it just looks bad because I had a tan on it and now the tan is peeling away. But yeah, she shed. I hath shed. So that was my skincare journey over the last month. Let's get into some makeup products. I actually really loved the videos that we filmed this month. I loved the peachy makeup look I did at the start of the month. That was so fun and you guys were so great on it. I did a full face of Trinity London, a full face of Makeup Forever. Like there was a lot of fun with makeup this month. So I kind of wanted to pick through a few of my like top finds. So starting with the Trinity London, all their products were really great. Like I really loved that makeup look. In terms of like the cream eyeshadows and the blushes and whatnot, like there's so many cream products I love, so they weren't necessarily like standout products for me. It wasn't something I like reached for again, but the one product that I tried from the brand that I continued to reach for following that was the BFF Serum De-Stress. I'm just gonna call this the tinted moisturizer. I loved it. It's great. I'm gonna continue wearing this. It's a beautiful, beautiful tinted moisturizer. It has a little bit more coverage. It's really juicy, really, really glowy. Like if you have dry skin and you wanted to try a new tinted moisturizer, this one would be fabulous. I will say that obviously the accessibility and the shipping isn't really there, especially if you're in Canada. Like I did pay duties on these, and it's definitely not the cheapest. There are options that you can get locally at Sephora, Shoppers, what have you. But if you were just interested in trying something from Chinny London, this was my top pick from the bunch. I have loved it, and I feel like I've already squeezed like real good into that. It's beautiful. I wanted to touch on two more foundations. The Makeup Forever Water Tone Foundation. It's actually the foundation I'm wearing right now. I've worn it a couple of times since I filmed that video, and I'll be honest, like I like it once it's applied, like once it's on, it does look great, but it's such a struggle. I find it very difficult to apply. When I apply it with a beauty blender, it kind of like soaps up and gets sudsy. It's such a weird thing. And then when I blend it out with my hands or a brush, like I still have to go in with the beauty blender after to kind of take away any streaks. Like I just find it difficult to apply. Whereas like the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation with very similar claims and finishes and whatnot, like I found it pretty difficult to differentiate the two. Like the Reboot is such an easy and wonderful product to use. Like out of the two, I'd be like this every day, no matter what. Knocks this one out of the park for me. And continuing with foundation, I wanted to quickly touch on the MAC Studio Radiance foundation. I've seen like a lot of conflicting opinions following my chat about this. I got a lot of feedback of people being like, it's the same, the foundations are the same, they didn't change the shades. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. My foundations are different colors. This one is C2, this is C3, and they are different shades. My C2 was like relatively new. It wasn't like an old foundation by any means. I had recently restocked it. And the shades, yeah, the undertones were just like quite different, but not different enough to be noticeable. It's still a very, very sheer foundation. But when I applied it onto my face in that video, it was like, oh yeah, that one, they're very different undertones. Once you blended it all in and put the rest of your makeup on, you couldn't tell a damn thing. But I was just trying to show you the products that I had and gave you my opinion based on that. So if you have had a different experience with that, then so be it. But I wanted to let you guys know that other than that, the foundation wears and applies, and it's just as beautiful as the original Face and Body formula. So I found no difference in formula. Like it's still perfect, and I'm still gonna continue to use Face and Body. And you know, overall, it's very exciting that they have a shade extension. So let me know your guys' thoughts are on the new Studio Radiance Face and Body. I wanted to give you my final thoughts on the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I have now used this a number of times since I picked it up when it launched, and I really enjoy the contour shade. For me, it's a much lighter contour shade than I typically use. But with that being said, sometimes I do like a little bit more of a natural feel, and I have reached for it a ton. It's a beautiful formula. It's really nice. I have not touched the powder bronzer. I'm not entirely sure why. I just haven't used the powder bronzer. So for me, this has kind of been a waste to have both of them in here, although I appreciate the packaging, and obviously if you're going to use it, it's a great option to have both of them in one. But just for my personal everyday makeup, I just prefer some of the other shade matches that I have, like this one from Huda Beauty or my Danessa Myricks one. So I think in my like everyday makeup, if I were to choose some favorites, like it just wouldn't be it. It's nice, great formula. The packaging bothers me. It's really counterintuitive to open it from the bottom. I've mentioned that before. It's worse in the brow wax. It's not as noticeable in these larger components, but it's kind of like the Tom Ford shade in Illuminate. Like I use the contour shade in that, and I don't use the highlight. In this one, I'm using the contour and I'm not using the powder bronzer. So that's just kind of it. I'm getting 50% of the worth out of this product. So that's my final thoughts on that. Now the NARS Euphoria Face Dew, I've only used this 3 times. This was only recently shown on my YouTube channel, but I just wanted to touch on it quickly. I love the packaging. It's super cute, really fun little pinky coral shade, and it's called the Illuminator. It's supposed to be hydrating and giving your skin that like beautiful glowy finish, but it's just this really unique shade. It's so cool. It's like purpley and warm, and as you blend it out, it shears out and just really does leave such a juicy, lovely layer. It's really cool. And as far as it as a formula, like I don't see anything spectacular or unique here. Like I have many illuminators and glowy primers and liquid things that give you the same look. With this product, I think just in particular, it's the shade that's very unique. So if it's a shade that works for your skin tone, I think it's going to be a beautiful product. Like I'm very much looking forward to using this in the summertime when, you know, we're a little bit more tanned and sun-kissed and maybe wearing less makeup and just slapping this on my face and soaking in the sunshine glow. Like I think this is going to be really pretty. But other than that, there are many products on the market that do the same thing, but the shade was really cool. I thought it was super unique. So the next product I wanted to mention was the Merit Mood Cheek Color. This little bad boy right here. How cute is this little packaging? It is the sweetest little thing. Now I previously had used Cheeky, the shade Cheeky, when Merit first came out, and then I had picked up Mood, and then I was sent Mood because I ended up doing a little Instagram campaign with Sephora, which hopefully you guys would have seen on Instagram already. If you don't follow me, I'm ExAlanorama on Instagram, but we actually filmed that like a couple weeks ago, and then I'd used this in a vlog already. Anyway, I was excited about this because Mood is the deepest shade in the range, and so I was a little bit scared at first, but then I tried it and I was like, wow, this is such a beautiful berry shade. I put it on my cheeks and my lips and it was absolutely gorgeous. I love the packaging. It's super small and minimal, really cute, like great branding all across the board for sure, and I just love how compact that is. Again, for future travel life, this is going to be perfect. And then when I was wearing it, I'm like, hold on, why does this shade look so familiar? And I was like, damn, if that don't look like my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip and cheek glow, I don't know what does. If you guys missed this whole love affair, I forever wish they would make this a permanent product, but this little cream blush from Charlotte Tilbury was absolutely gorgeous and was limited edition, and I wore this so much. Those are the two shades swatched side by side. This one here is the Merit one. This is Merit Mood, and this one here is the Charlotte Tilbury one. Charlotte Tilbury one's slightly deeper, a little bit more pigmented, but the Merit one is just like a sheer version of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. So what's very exciting to me in this moment is that if you weren't able to get your hands on this, and just in case they never bring it back, just know that Mood gives a very similar feeling and look. So that was very exciting to me. So Mood was a lovely discovery from this month, and also a lovely little dupe for one of my favorite discontinued products. Let's move on to some eyes. I wanted to talk about the Dior Summer Dune palettes. I featured these in a PR haul, and I was just, when I opened these, I was like, oh my goodness, how beautiful are these palettes? Look at how unique. Look at the palettes, the imprints. It literally looks like sandy sand dunes. It's so beautiful. I was very excited to dip my toes and fingerpappets in here. And I've got to say, I'm a little bit torn because, okay, first of all, this one, Mirage. I'm wearing it on my eyes now, and I'm wearing three of the shades on my eyes, as well as an eyeliner. But I just find it all to be very blended and feeling like the same shade. Like when swatched and blended out, they kind of just, they're very, very sheer. It all gives off that same kind of warm feeling. Like there's not enough differentiation between the shades. And then they're also all like kind of marbled with other shades in there. So it just felt like it was one eyeshadow, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like this could have been a really beautiful like single shadow. I don't think this warranted like a whole separate palette. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, that's pretty. Like it all looks like one. Like when I blend it all together, it's like one eyeshadow, and not like I have, like you're paying for 5 different shadows and they kind of look like one. Does that make sense? Dune was kind of the same thing, except this one has a little bit more glitter running through it. So I had actually, oh my god, well, I'm wearing these on my eyes today. I had actually tried filming a video previously using the blue Violet Twinkling Liquid Eyeshadow and Liner, this lovely blue shade. And this isn't my favorite combination of colors that I've ever done, and it just didn't work out. And I was really trying to make these palettes work, and the shadow was just like, usually when I use a Dior eyeshadow palette, I'm like wowed, and this one I was kind of just like, oh, it's just, that's it. Those are my feelings. Speaking of the Violet FR, the twinkling eye paints, these ones here, I've now only used these twice, so they're still pretty fresh, but I am looking forward to trying these. I think the whole brand, the branding, the products as a whole, they're beautiful. The Bomb Highlight was definitely a favorite of mine from the bunch. I haven't tried the liquid lipstick yet, but I'm looking forward to doing so. And I really loved how these two eyeshadows wore, so I'm excited about this. I'm excited to keep using them, and I would kind of love to see a little vote from you guys. Like if you wanted me to do a colorful look using these, and now that my like eye is out of the woods from pink eye, I'm gonna be able to apply them onto my lid and hopefully use them properly. So let me know in the comments. Let's put it to a vote. Do you want to see a pink or a blue look? let me know. I'd love to continue playing with those. That was an exciting brand launch from this month as well. Another big launch, oh my god, the Vive eye ones from Jamie Genevieve. These are the eye ones here. Stunning, stunning. My favorite two shades from the bunch are Hazelnut and Mahogany. Here is Hazelnut, here is Mahogany, two of the more deeper shades from the bunch. But what I love about this, first of all, is the packaging. I like that it's smaller packaging. It makes it very easy to use, travel with. It's great. Jamie's branding for Vive is spot on. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the one thing I wanted to note about these is that it's actually a little bit of a drier formula. When you apply it, it's a little bit more tacky. Oh, like, look at how that blends out. Like, it blends out. It's like such a dream. It's so nice. It's a little bit of a drier formula. So in comparison, if you were to use like the Victoria Beckham, are they called the satin Kajal liners? Those ones are like so creamy, and if you just like wipe it onto your eyelid, like it'll just spread everywhere. Like, it's a very, very, very creamy eyeliner, and sometimes that can make it a little bit more difficult to play with if you're just trying to do a little liner. I find that with the slightly, like, it's hardly even dry. Like, I know using dry to describe this is not good. Like, it's very much a creamy liner. It's just, in comparison to very, very creamy liners, it's on the drier side. And I find that that just gives you a little bit more control. It's a little bit more foolproof when you're using it. You don't have to be as delicate when you're blending it out and applying them. So for me, that just makes it a lot more versatile when it comes to the everyday person just trying to slap this on and be quick about it, which is what I think, in my opinion, is the whole point of these like very lovely, easy to use eye wands. These are great. Love the formula, and those are my two favorite shades from the bunch. Holy moly, guys. Let's move on to lips. Let's talk about these first. I just put on Milani Crave. That's what I've been wearing in this video, and this is Milani number 160 Voyeur. I'm sure I'm not saying that as beautifully as someone who is French would say. You would have just seen this video on YouTube this week, which, yes, is technically newer in the month, but it's beautiful. Such vibrant, lovely, pigmented colors in a lip balm formula. I'm obsessed. These were my two favorites from the bunch. And I wore the pink one in my little drugstore makeup look there, and I was like, wow, this lipstick's so beautiful. They are not long wearing. Lip balm products aren't long wearing. They're gonna be more creamy. They're gonna move around a little bit more. But in terms of like bleeding, I've had no issue. It does rub off in the center of my lips, but for a drugstore pick for lip balms, these were gorgeous, and I loved the vibrant colors that they brought out with. So these will definitely be getting much more love throughout the spring and summer from me. I'm super excited about these shades. I wanted to give some love to my Laura Mercier Velour Extreme Matte lipsticks. I had done a full face of Laura Mercier this month, and I was like, man, I haven't used these in so long. I need to pull these back out. They may be expired, but they're still rocking. So this is Queen, Fire, and It Girl. Those are my three favorite shades from the lineup. They're so vibrant, so beautiful. And when the spring weather comes out, it just makes me want to wear bright pink and red and orange lipsticks, and these are being resurrected in my collection. They're being pulled out, and I'm going to be using these ones. So, and you best believe I'm going to be wearing them all day long. So those are my top three. And speaking of lips, and also speaking of my final product that I wanted to mention in this April Beauty Roundup was the NARS Air Matte Lip Colors. This beautiful, beautiful collection. I used this the other day in a video. I featured these in a haul, and I'm very excited to continue wearing and using these. And a lot of you in that video were like, hello, give us swatches. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I will do swatches for you now. But just really quickly, I wanted to speak on the formula. It's beautiful. It's light. It feels like it's a moussey stain. It's super light, but you can build up the color. It's very unique feeling. I love the packaging. It was a hit for me from the first time I used it. So I'm gonna swatch I have 6 shades here, so I'll swatch the 6 for you. This one is the shade All Yours, a really nice light beige nude shade, All Yours. Next to that, we've got Shag, which is kind of like a nice, deeper, dusty mauve. Next, we have Knockout, which is like a really vibrant, bright, but yet soft at the same time, Coral. Lovely. That's a beautiful one. It's unsuspecting. It looks like it'd be much more sheer and light, but this one's like, wow, it's a really, really pretty coral. I like that it has more of a red undertone too. Sometimes when a coral's a little bit too pink, it can be a little bit too neon, and it makes your teeth look yellow and sickly. I like that this one's a little bit more red. Next to that, we've got Total Domination. Very beautiful, like true ruby red. Apple red? Ruby red? Next we have Power Trip, which is like a really deep, like lovely kind of wine shade. Absolutely beautiful. Here's Pinup, which is like a true brick red, a little bit more of a deeper browny red. Very nice. These are the 6 shades I have. You can see they just like swatch, like they're so sheer, but you can build up the color and then they just leave this lovely stained effect. They're gorgeous. So I am so sorry for not swatching them previously, but here are the swatches of the shades that I have of the NARS Air Matte Lip Colors. Lovely new product discovery, and I'm very excited to continue playing with them. All right, pals and gals, those are all of the products that I wanted to mention in today's monthly beauty roundup. Those are all of the product discoveries, my final thoughts and reviews on things that I tried and played with over the month of April. Some favorites, some kind of unfavorites in there, and just some lovely little personal opinions on some beauty products that I tried out over this last month. So please let me know what you think of the products that I have mentioned here today, and also please don't forget to let me know what some of your favorites and or unfavorites have been over the last month in the comments down below. And because tomorrow is the start of Everyday May, let me know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you want to see from me in terms of beauty content? Are there any products or brands that you want me to review in particular? Any looks you want me to recreate? Please let me know in the comments down below. I am so excited for the month and I can't wait to celebrate Everyday May with you guys. So thank you so much for this month. It has been a blast. Lots of fun beauty discoveries here and can't wait to see what the next month is going to bring, guys. Thanks so much as always for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow for a new Everyday May video. Bye!